Hey you guys, this is Mrs. MacPhail. This video is going to look at having some fun with geoboards. Well, and you'll also learn how to use them. In case you haven't used them before, we'll be using them in class. I want to show you what a geoboard looks like. It's usually a plastic contraption, like this. And if you look at it from the side, it has all of these like pegs on it. You can see they kind of stand up a little bit. All right. Now with geoboards, we look at these squares, or the distance between the pegs, and we call that 1 unit. All right? When we measure the shape of something, or how far the pegs are in between, we go from peg to peg to count the units. So for example, if I wanted to find the distance or the perimeter, remember perimeter means distance around. If I wanted to find the perimeter of this shape, I would use my pegs to help me. This would be 1 unit, and this would be a second unit. Okay? It's not how many pegs there are, it's the distance between each peg that counts as a unit. Just like this would be 1 unit, here's 1 unit, and here's a second unit, and here is 1 unit. All right? So when we use geoboards, I'm going to ask you, do you think you could find a shape on the geoboard, a rectangle, let's say, that has a perimeter, which means distance around? If you think of perimeter, it has the word rim in it. And I think of like the rim as the top of a can. So it's like the distance around that outside top can. Perimeter is the distance around something, a shape, especially like a flat-sided shape. So let's say I wanted you to find something with 14 units as the perimeter. So it's up to you on your board to place your rubber band and play around with it a little bit. Let's take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units on the top. And since the top is the same as the bottom, it would also be 6 units on the bottom. This is 1 unit over here, 1 unit over here. If I were to write a number sentence, 6 units plus 6 units plus 1 unit plus 1 unit, I know that 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 plus 1 would be 14. So that's a way that I could show you a shape that has 14 unit perimeter on the geoboard. Now something else we're going to get into eventually is how to find the area of this. And if you don't know already, I'll just give you a little heads up. Area is the inside of the shape. And you can find that by counting the units. This is 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, and 6 units. I'm trying to match my peg. So the area would be 6 units square, or if you're into multiplication, and you all should, that's my little squared sign, area is equal to length times width, or we could do the length of our rectangle, 6, times the width of our rectangle, which would be 1, and we know that 6 times 1 is equal to 6, okay? All right, so that's a heads up on that too. Let's say I wanted you to find a different perimeter, and maybe this time I wanted you to find something that has 14 units for perimeter once again, but it has to have different sides. Can you do that? It's kind of a matter of playing around. So maybe I want to move mine back over here. Maybe I'm going to move it down 1. Let's count these units here. 1, 2, 1, 2, because they're the same length. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it would be the same on the top since they're the same length. A number sentence would be 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. And 12 plus 2 would be 14. So geoboards are really fun. They're useful in finding shapes with different lengths that have the same perimeter. And we'll be playing around some more with these. So thanks for watching. And Mr. Nutty and I will see you later.